Welcome, and in today's video, we are basically going to be making this kind of Rofi menu that you are seeing here. Pretty simple, pretty beautiful with all the animations, and basically the slick aesthetic that we are going for in this particular setup looks pretty good. So let's actually begin making it. First thing that we have to do is just move my old config over so that we can actually start over. Let's do that. So config Rofi, and move this to config Rofi.back. Now, this is actually pretty useful because in case we need something, instead of having to go to the web every single time, we can just copy it over. But we will get to that in just a moment. So let's just copy the folder or just move it to a backup. And now the script is not working because there is no script over there. Fantastic. Now, first thing you want to do is open your browser. Just use that trick I taught you in the first video. Just open your browser like this. And what you want to do is just go over to this GitHub repo. Okay, it's called github.com ADI1090X Rofi. So just go here and then you will find a place. Okay, basically this is a collection of lots of different Rofi menus. Now, instead of making your own Rofi theme, which is going to basically take forever, I would rather you get results right now. That's what's important to me, that you actually end up getting results right this moment. So just click on the previews over here. You will find quite a lot of different themes that you can choose from. The one that you saw at the start of this video just 2 minutes ago was this one, style 4, I believe. If it's not style 4, it's actually, no, style 15. The style 15 is the one we're going to be using that comes under type 2. So let's actually get that installed and up and running. So you want to go over to basically this part. Just click on code and then clone this button, okay? Click on copy URL to clipboard, and then you're going to clone this GitHub repo to your desktop. So let's remove the folder that I have already over here so we can reclone it, rm-rf. So just get rid of the folder. Now you want to git clone, https://github.com ADI1090X Rofi. You want to clone with -- depth equals 1, so that you're basically getting only the current commit and then not, every single commit that has been done before. So 123 commits, that's not what you want. You only want the stuff that you're seeing right here in this particular commit. So you're going to do that, just clone it. And once you clone it, it'll show you that the size is actually much lesser than if you clone the entire history, which is good. So cd into Rofi. Once you cd in there, you will see this stuff, okay? So the files that we are interested in are going to be inside of files and then launchers, okay? So we need colors that we're going to import in just a second. So colors, and inside of launchers, if I just run the tree command is a command you can install that lets you basically see the directory structure of a particular folder. So this is what we're seeing here, right? So you have applets, then bin, you have all this sort of stuff. And then inside of here, okay, inside of launchers, this is where we have type 2 and all of the stuff that's associated with it. If you want the same kind of config that I showed you at the start, just make sure to go with type 2. Otherwise, if you want something completely different, then just make sure to go over here, find the particular type, and then follow the same steps, but then model it to the type that you are currently, going to be using. So let's do that. For my type 2, you just have to make a folder, okay? Let's go ahead and make a folder.config Rofi. Folder is there. Now what you want to do here is just copy over cd launchers. Once you're in here, you want to copy home/Rofi files, launchers, and then you have type 2. You just want to copy the entire directory over to .config Rofi. Make sure to pass in -r so it actually copies the folder over as well. And now if I ls.config Rofi, you will see that there's type 2 there. So let's actually go over there. Let's go to .config Rofi, and in here, go to type 2. Now you will see that we have all the files. Fantastic. Now this is the part where we're going to have to make a key bind inside of our Hyprland config file. So let's go do that. So open your binds.lua file actually now. So go to modules and open binds.lua. Once you are in here, just go over to this menu part, okay? If you have not changed the way that it was before, okay, it should say menu over here. You want to go here and then change menu to execute this particular script. Because you're using execcmd, there's no need to pass in bash over here. That's just going to do it for you anyway. So just make sure to execute /config Rofi type 2 launcher.sh. And if you do that, well, you get this. Now there's still a couple of other things that we have to configure, like window rules, which we will get to once we have actually finished configuring the launcher itself. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now let's see. You want to go into shared first of all. So you want to go into shared, and then if you go to colors.rasi, you will find that there is a colors folder that we're going to have to use. So right now, this is going to be inside of type 2. Type 2 colors, in our case, it's going to be roughbox material.rasi. Okay, now that's that. Let's ls. Here, there's nothing. There should actually be a colors folder, so let's make that indicator colors. Okay, now you have colors. Now you want to cp it over. You want to copy the colors over. So go to Rofi, then you have, let's see, Rofi files, launchers, not files, but pretty sure you have colors, and inside there you have grapbox.rasi. Just take this and then copy it over to colors. Now, if I ls colors, you should see that there's grapbox.rasi. I'm going to move it over. So colors slash grapbox.rasi, move over to colors slash grapbox material.rasi. Once you move it like that, just go over to that file, and then you have to edit the colors. So let's do that. Now, the colors I have gotten from this particular file, okay? From customizing Wayboard in the previous video, I have made a colors file for, what you call it, Wayboard. And that one is going to be the reference, which we're going to be using in order to theme this particular launcher that we're seeing here. Let's go to config Wayboard colors and grapbox material.css. This is what you're seeing here, right? So background color, you change that accordingly. So this you change to 1D2021, and background alt is going to be BG1, so 282828, 282828. You can configure it to be a different color if you so chose, but for now this is what works, and so I'm going to be using that. D4 BE98 for selected. Selected, let's just make it aqua, so 89B482, 89B482, and then you have active. Active is going to be blue, so 7DA EA3, and then you have urgent, which is going to be red, so EA6962. And this FF, by the way, this is basically RGB syntax, okay? So you have two different ways in which you can define hex colors. You have RGB, okay, no, it's actually a bit different, but basically this value over here, FF, denotes the transparency. This is not RGB, by the way, this is the hex format. But anyway, this FF denotes the transparency. So you have 00, which is the absolute, basically fully transparent, and then you have FF, which is fully opaque. So if you were to choose anything less than this, it is going to basically be partially transparent, translucent, if you will. So we want every single color to be opaque, no transparency business going on over here. So we're going to do that. Let's see here. Okay, that's still going to be an issue because we have not configured the script yet. So let's go there. Now here, you want to change this to config Rofi type 2 style 15. Okay, and in this command, you want to run pkill Rofi. And if that fails, then you just run Rofi like so. Okay, now you write changes, and then finally you see this popping up, which is very good. Now, seems like there's a little bit of a change that we're going to have to make. So active seems to be that we have chosen 70AEF3. Okay, got it. So let's just switch these two colors around. For selected, let's make sure to go with 70AEF3. See what happens. Okay, the color changes. Then for active, we can just go for something like 89B482. This is the way that it was supposed to be. Okay, and perfect. That's done. So we're halfway there. We just have to move this to the bottom and then round out the corners and then perhaps add a border, and then we're going to be done. So let's do that. So let's open style15.rasi, and when you go here, you're going to have to change like 3 or 4 values. That's pretty much it. Depending on whether you want it to come from the top or the bottom, you have to change center to either north or south. Changing it to north looks like this, but because the animations are configured to, for it to show up from the bottom, it looks a bit odd, sliding all the way to the top. So you can change the animation in just a sec. I'll show you how to do that. But for now, we want it to actually be coming from the bottom. So let's change north to south, change north to south. And then when you do that, there you go. That's basically our launcher completely done in 7 minutes. That's all it took. And if you wanted to change a bit more of what you're seeing over here, you just have to do that. Pretty simple. The border, let's add 1 px of borders. So top, right, bottom, you want 0. And then left is going to be 1 pixel. So you have a border, selected color. That is good, but you want this to be actually background alt. That way, the border is actually pretty subtle. Now you have to change the border radius. So let's go to border radius, and then you see the first part here. Just go here, and then you change that. So again, top is going to be how much? Top, right, bottom, left. So right is going to be, let's say 10 pixels. So top, yep. Okay, so top, nothing, right. Let's just try this out. Top, right, bottom, and then left, right? So you put that here. Now, if you check that out, okay, it seems to have done it this way, which is not what you want. Actually, it should look something like this. 10 pixels, 10 pixels, and this should be 0, 0. Up, up, up. Okay. Now, okay, seems like the rounding is still not working. It was just working a second ago. This is why having that older thing is actually pretty useful. It's not working, you can just change it in a second, in a jiffy, that's no problem. Okay, yeah, this does it for those two. I actually wanted to do is for the top. Does that work? Okay, well, it does it here and then not here. So let's just check the old file and see what's going on over there. Okay, so config Rofi Rofi.back actually, Rofi.back, type to your style 15, check border radius. Yes, this is what it's supposed to look like. Ah, yes, you apply it to the main window and not just to the main box. That's what we were doing wrong, so let's go and fix that. Go here. So border radius for the main box is supposed to be a little bit different. So we want this to be, let's see, let's get rid of this. I can just copy and paste the lines. So for the main window, you want border radius to be this. Okay, 10 pixels. 10 pixels is 0, 0. And then for the main box, you just want that to be completely 0. You don't want to be touching that. Okay, now you get rid of that. And if you reload, there you go. That's all you have to do in order to get this Rofi menu. There's still one change that we have to make, which is going to be for the font. Okay, there is a way to make the font rendering 10 times better, which we're going to do just now. So you want to go into shared, and then inside of shared, go to fonts.rasi, and then to make the font rendering look 10 times better than it is right now, and just make it a bit more legible and then pleasing to the eye, you want to change this to nerd font proper. Remember that trick, as well as changing the font weight to a medium. When you change it to 11, there you go. Looks 10 times better as it did at the beginning of the video. That's pretty much our Rofi config done. Last thing to configure is going to be our window rules. So let's go ahead and do that. That would look a little something like this. Let's go over to config, hyper modules, window rules.lua. This is actually going to be a layer rule. Okay. And now this is our layer rule that we have. So the name is going to be Rofi dropdown. You don't even have to give it a name. Okay. It's just going to be an anonymous layer rule in that case. Nothing that really matters too much. But you can have a name if you want to. I've just chosen a name for it, call it Rofi drop down. Actually, it's called pop up because it's popping up instead of dropping down, but it is what it is. Then you're going to match with the namespace. How exactly did you get to know the namespace of a particular layer? Well, you can sleep to and hyprctl layers. You don't even have to sleep for 2 seconds, sleep for 1 second, run hyprctl layers, and then immediately open the layer, and then you will see that the namespace on my current monitor, okay, the namespace is going to be Rofi. Exactly what we're looking for. So we match by namespace, and then we add in the rest of the layer rules that we want to. So animation, that's going to be slide bottom. So it actually slides up from the bottom. You can customize the border radius of this one as well, which we will do in just a second. Seems a little bit odd for everything else having such a, refined border radius. This one is not, so we can fix that. But yeah, that one. And then you have dim around, which is true. So dim around. This variable basically controls whether the background and other stuff that's around the particular layer is dimmed or not. Now, because this is popping up from the bottom, okay, you actually want to be able to tell when it's open and when it's not. So I have added, personally, I have added dim around and then set that to be true so that you can just differentiate between when the layer is open and when it's not. Okay, awesome. Now, one more thing. Let's just go over to style15.rasi, and then in this case, you want to add in a border radius to the selected item. So list view, elements, element, okay, text, icon, selected, normal, okay, selected. In this case, let's just try changing the background color for a second. Foreground, let's just make it something like selected. That way it should completely disappear. Okay, that's it. That's what we're working with. If you want to leave this as a bit of an accent, you actually can, which not that bad of an idea. So let's do that. Then you can just add a border radius. So a border radius, let's just make this something like, yeah, just 10 pixels. 10 pixels, and yep, there you go. Perfect. This is exactly what it is supposed to look like. Okay, looks awesome. And that is how you can configure Rofi in order to look as beautiful as it does, in order to match the rest of the setup. If you want to learn how to use the Lua syntax in order to configure Hyprland even further than this, implement custom theme switchers, wallpaper switchers, and much, much more, along with tricks, tips and tricks on how you can make Rofi look like this, along with a bunch of other applications, I cover it inside of hyprctl. So if you want, you can go ahead, click the first link in the description right now and check out the program. If you liked the video, hit like. If you loved it and want to see more like this in your feed, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Stay rising.